Hello and welcome to Mice Fights Live with me, Natalie Horan of Authentic Meetings and Incentives and Gift a Trip. So today we're joined by founders Lori Cassidy and Pam Kressley, who you probably already know. And I have really enjoyed learning about this program. Here's the thing that I learned. It's not gifting, it's individual travel rewards. And Lori and Pam are here to explain exactly what that means. And also, don't be shy, drop your questions in the chat. All right, let's get started.
Great. Thanks, Natalie. It's great to be here with you on behalf of Pam and myself. Thank you for the opportunity to join you today in your Mice Bites, and hello to the audience out there. It's great to be here and share a little bit about our company, Gift a Trip. And as Natalie mentioned, yes, we are not really a gifting company, but instead we are a company focused solely on turnkey individual travel rewards. So we are basically a resource for buyers who are looking to reward, recognize, motivate with the gift of travel. Just to give you a little bit of background on Pam and myself, we've been in the hospitality space in the travel industry for more than 30 years now. Our career paths have followed one another for a very long period of time. Prior to starting Gift a Trip about 4 years ago, we were both at Royal Caribbean International, where we were on the MICE team, managing and responsible for the growth of, meeting incentive groups and even full ship charters. While there, we also oversaw their individual incentive certificate program, which is really the catalyst behind why we just decided to create Gift a Trip, because we recognized that there was a void in the marketplace for a one-stop solution when it came to turnkey individual travel rewards. So due to the fact that we had so many fabulous relationships out in the hospitality field, we reached out to a lot of our friends and partners in the hotel, resort, and cruise space, brought this concept to them, and lo and behold, was the creation of Gift a Trip, which is really a marketplace where we represent a wide variety of hotels, resorts, and cruise lines with our turnkey solution. And before we really launched, we had this idea. We said, let's do our homework, let's do our research, let's look and see what the market trends are looking like. And we all know the IRF, right? That is the go-to association when it comes to trends in the meeting and incentive space. And this is what you're seeing on the screen right now is a survey that was done from about 600 award earners. And it was from the IRF study back in November of 23. And they actually asked award earners, what actually motivates you and drives you to perform at your best on a daily basis? And there's a lot of ways that companies today reward and recognize different performance, different behaviors. And you'll see the list up here on the screen. Anywhere from taking them on a group sponsored event, to merchandise, to extra time off, to cash, to individual travel. And you'll notice that individual travel is at the top of the list today. So more and more award earners are opting for and would love to be rewarded with the gift of travel, which is really why we got into the space, because it's a very cumbersome initiative for an incentive house or even a corporate buyer to put together an individual travel reward program, because you have to figure out where do they want to go, when do they want to go, how do you put together a package that has a locked-in rate that provides lots of flexibility and choice to your award earners. Well, look no further, because that's something that Pam and I put together on your behalf, and we have the marketplace for you. So basically, we are a solution in the individual travel reward space. We have about 40 brands in our portfolio currently, and we're constantly onboarding new brands as we speak. Our turnkey digital certificates range in price from about $1,000 all the way up to $40,000 for 2 guests and everything in between. So really something for every budget and for every destination. And just to be clear, these are not gift cards. So this is not a dollar-denominated gift card. Instead, our certificates are for the full value of the entire vacation experience. So it's inclusive of their accommodations, taxes, fees, gratuities, and typically some sort of a value add component like a resort credit, breakfast daily, if it's not an all-inclusive destination. And then also these certificates are issued by and redeemed directly through our supplier partners. So when somebody actually purchases, let's say, a Celebrity Cruises certificate from us, the certificate looks and feels like Celebrity Cruises, and the redemption takes place directly with them, with their VIP team of individuals that is trained and versed on the program. So it's a very, very turnkey solution for you. So the next thing up on the screen is just a sampling of some of the brands that are in our portfolio. And we really try to focus on incentive caliber brands in the 4 and 5 star category. And you're going to see a nice cross section of experiences. In the cruise section, we have a little bit of everything from contemporary cruising with Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Virgin Voyages, to premium cruises, to river cruises, and even expedition cruises with Atlas, to luxury with the Ritz-Carlton Yacht Collection. Lots of sun and fun destinations, all-inclusive, Sandals, the Paradisus Resorts, the Hard Rock Resorts, Margaritaville Island Reserve, to lots of golf and spa destinations throughout the U.S., like Pebble Beach, the Marriott Turnberry, Boulders, etc. So really something for everyone, and totally highly desirable destinations and brands that are recognizable with your customers and with your award earners. Now, critically important, our certificate features and benefits. Okay, and when we set out to create this program, we said, number one, we want consistency across all brands so that all the brands represent the same features and benefits. And secondly, we wanted to make sure they maximized with flexibility and choice for the award earner. Okay, we didn't want to put handcuffs on the winner where they had limited dates when they can travel or too many restrictions. So number one, our certificates are inclusive. As I mentioned, including accommodations, taxes, fees, gratuities for whatever the length of stay is. Number two, they're valid for year-round travel with very limited blackout dates. Typically, the blackout dates are going to be Christmas and New Year's and maybe a few others sprinkled in there. They're always going to be subject to availability as well. Okay, flexible expiration date, really important as well. Most of our certificates have no expiration date, but they do have what we call a soft expiration date. And the soft expiration date is typically 1 or 2 years from the date of issuance. And basically what that means is that the certificate is not redeemed within that 1 or 2 year soft expiration period. It's at the discretion of the supplier for that certificate to revert to a cash value, or a credit, I should say. And the credit would then carry forward for a future stay or for a future cruise. So it never really loses its value. Digital delivery via a secure document portal. Okay, really, really important. No minimum quantity to order. You can order 1, 5, 100, whatever it might be. They're upgradable, which is beautiful. If somebody is gifted a 3-night, they can upgrade to a 5-night, bring more guests, upgrade their accommodations. And they're transferable. There's no name on the certificate. So if somebody is awarded the certificate, they want to re-gift it to their family, friends, they can do so. So again, tons of flexibility there for the award earner. And as I mentioned, redeemed directly with the supplier, with the experts who know everything there is to see and do at that resort or cruise. So what you're seeing here is a sample of what a certificate looks like. Okay, so this is Royal Caribbean, and you'll notice that it's one page, double-sided. The front page is going to say, congratulations, you've been awarded, and it gives the details of what they've been awarded. It has an issue date, a unique certificate ID for tracking purposes. And if it's a hotel, it's going to have number of nights as well. The backside are the terms and conditions. Terms and conditions are consistent across all of our brands and all of our certificates. The only differentiator is going to be the redemption instructions, okay, which are going to be unique to each brand, and whether or not it has that 1 or that 2 year soft expiration date, but everything else is the same. You're seeing another sample certificate. I wanted to share with you what the Hard Rock looks like. So the cool thing about Hard Rock is they have 5 amazing all-inclusive resorts in Mexico and in the DR. So this particular certificate for them allows the recipient to choose from any one of their 5 resorts to stay at, okay? And again, you're gonna see in the middle section the issue date, the number of nights, and the certificate ID. Everything that's included in the price, and again, terms and conditions on the backside, okay? Now, I love this product. This is our #1 selling product with all of our corporate buyers, and it's called our Flex Trip Collections. So what Pam and I have done is we have curated from our portfolio of brands and products 10 different vacation collections at 10 different price points. And the price points range from about $1,850 to $10,000 per collection for 2 guests. Each collection allows the award earner to choose from up to 6 different vacation package options. What's wonderful about this product is that it provides choice to the award earner, because most times corporate buyers don't know what brand they want to give to their award earners, but they have a budget, or perhaps they just don't want to pigeonhole their award earners into just one choice. So this is a way for them to offer multiple choices to their award earners to choose from. And we typically like to do a nice cross-section of experiences so that there's something for everyone. Now, we can also customize a collection. A lot of times a company will come to us and say, hey, we have X budget, we only want sun and fun, or we only want cruise. What can you put together for us? And we will customize it for them, okay? Now, what you're seeing here is a sample of our Premier certificate, okay, with the 6 options. If they click on that link there, that link is going to take them to what we call our flip book, or a digital brochure. And the digital brochure is going to give them more detailed information about the 6 different vacation package options, okay? And we're scrolling through it right now, so you can see the 6 different packages that exist within the Premier package. Now, there's 2 different links there. There's a destination link, so it's going to show them everything there is to see and do in that destination. And then there's also a link to the sample certificate, so they can see exactly what that certificate looks like should they choose that vacation package option. So everything is there for them in a digital format, and it gives them all the information that they need to make the best decision for themselves. Now, the front page of the brochure is customizable. So a lot of times companies will come to us and say they want us to customize this for them with their program details. And what you're seeing here is a sample of 5 different cover pages to the flip book that we've created for some of our different customers, okay? And all of this is possible. We make it very turnkey, very easy for them to take this and deliver this to their qualifiers, get them excited about the program. And then, of course, once the award earners are selected, we reissue this to them so that the winners can then pick their vacation of choice, okay? Now, there's also other services that we provide. So we've got our standard single branded certificates, like a Royal Caribbean, a Celebrity, a Hard Rock. We also have our Flex Trip Collection certificates, right? We also have the ability for our larger programs to customize a selection website for you. So basically, if you have anywhere, I'd say from 50 award earners on up, you do have the option to purchase from us what we call our customized selection site, where we would provide you with the link to a site which will have all the different travel packages that your award earners have to choose from. They go into the site, they make their selection, we collect all the data, and then we report that back to you. So it's just an easy, more seamless way for your award earners to make their trip of choice. Now, we also offer air vouchers, and we have a fabulous air partner. They're called Allfly, based here in Orlando, which is where we're based as well. And our air vouchers come in any dollar denomination, okay? They are valid for 3 years from the date of issuance. They are redeemable on any major airline via a single booking portal. And they also have a 24/7 customer service line if somebody wants that white glove service when redeeming their air voucher. Now, this is very popular for our clients because a lot of times clients will come to us and say, hey, I have a $7,500 budget per winner or a $10,000 budget per winner. I want it to be truly all-inclusive with where air is included as well. And what we do is then customize for them a program that includes the air vouchers and a Flex Trip Collection certificate. Okay, and then we bundle it together for them. It's a beautiful thing. It's probably our top seller with clients anytime they have a budget that's $5,000 per award earner or more. Okay, now if clients want to deliver the certificates in a more meaningful and memorable way, we also have our red gift box delivery option. It's a beautiful red box. It says gift a trip. It's embossed. We do some really beautiful confetti inside. It has a travel journal. We do a customized note card with a special message from the president or whomever from the company saying congratulations. It goes in a gold embossed envelope that says your journey begins here. And we can either send these out to the company directly where they can present them at an award ceremony, or we can deliver them directly to the winners' homes. So again, another add-on should you choose to add this, or you can just take our digital option. Now, to get you guys thinking, there's multiple ways to utilize our certificates in the corporate space, okay? The low-hanging fruit, I think you all know what that is. Sales incentive programs, sprint programs, trying to drive certain performance behaviors in a short period of time. Employee retention and recruitment. Rebate alternatives, work anniversaries, service anniversaries, retirement gifts, and the list goes on and on and on. Now, we also have a personal aspect to our travel certificates, because a lot of people are just looking to give the gift of travel, right? Whether it's a holiday, a special birthday, honeymoon, graduation, and our travel certificates are a perfect option for that as well. So the possibilities are endless. Just put your thinking cap on and think about the ways you can utilize this fabulous reward and recognition solution in your workplace to drive certain behaviors and to really motivate your team. And then lastly, here's just a sampling of some of the companies that we've been super proud to serve that have put together incredible different reward programs for their top performers. And the list goes on and on. So we would love to work with you. Just a little bit about us. We are really a go-to resource for you when it comes to rewarding on an individual basis. So think about Gift a Trip, and thank you for your time today. We're open to any and all questions.
Hi, guys. Hi, Pam and Lori. That was so good. As somebody who's a very organized person, I appreciate how organized everything is. It is so easy to use, it seems. I do have a couple questions. The first one is, who do you sell to? Who are your customers?
Well, that's a great question. Actually, it's a pretty broad distribution network. Okay, so I would say first and foremost, we sell to corporate direct end users, like a lot of the companies you saw on the last slide, right? But we also sell through third parties. There's a lot of incentive houses, small and medium, who don't have the internal resources to put together an individual travel reward program. So they come to us and we're kind of their go-to resource for a lot of these smaller programs. And then lastly, we also are in a lot of the reward catalog platforms that are out there, where companies actually reward employees with points for certain behaviors. And they can redeem their points for merchandise and also travel. So we are the company that provides the travel rewards for a lot of these travel reward platforms that exist out there. And they support companies of all sizes, small, medium, and large, in the hundreds. So we really are out there doing business with all different sorts of companies.
Yeah, you guys are everywhere. Okay. Next question. What are your top selling products?
Well, I definitely think our Flex collections, due to the flexibility and the choice and the options it provides to the award earners. By far, that's number one. But if I had to look on the single branded certificate side, I'd probably have to say our top sellers are going to be the Hard Rock All-Inclusive Resorts. Sandals Resorts is very popular. Royal Caribbean, the Margaritaville Island Reserve Collection. Okay, I'd say mostly Sun and Fun and Cruise for the most part.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because they fall into our sweet spot, right? The sweet spot for most companies today is going to, I'd say for an average spend per award earner is going to be around that $3,000 range. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, and that's where a lot of those brands and those certificate products will fall into that category.
That answers my next question, what the average budget is. So around 3,000.
I'd say about 3,000 or so, yeah.
Okay. And So then what's your average size of a program, like the number of award earners?
And while we don't require any minimums, you can buy one certificate from us. And by the way, I wanted to mention one other way you can buy from us. You can buy online. Anybody can buy a certificate online.
Really?
So yes, you can put
No
it in the cart
minimums.
and check out. And you can pick your delivery if you just want digital, or if you want that beautiful gift box, add it to the cart, check out. So that's the best way if you want to reward someone that is from a non-corporate perspective. And even our corporate buyers are still buying from their, onesies, twosies. But if people want to gift for anniversary or a holiday, they're just putting it in the cart and checking out. So I digress. So that was that. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. But while there are no minimums, the average size of a program is probably anywhere from 5 to 50 certificates that we get buys for. We do many that are larger than that, but if you're asking for the average, that's probably about the average buy. And for those larger programs, we actually get an RFP sent to us.
Right.
So they'll send us an RFP, and we'll ask for the program size. What is your budget? Is it tiered? Is it a single winning, plateau, one price, or is it a tiered performance reward? And tell us about the winners. What are their demographics? Because we want to make sure we're pairing the right products, to put in that proposal and put forward in front of them that's going to get them most excited. And then obviously, what is the timeline? What's the turnaround? What is the qualification period? When are you awarding them? And then so we know when we have to have all of our materials ready, get our collateral done. So that's all, kind of the general questions that we ask in the RFP process. But for larger programs, we do typically get a full RFP from our partners.
Okay. You guys are so flexible. Basically, you can do just about anything. Wow. Okay, that answers what you guys need for an RFP. The other question was just if you have a recent success story you wanted to share.
I would say, yeah, we just had one. In fact, just last week was a really good one. Our partners at Live Nation, I'm sure you've heard of Live Nation.
Yeah.
And they have been doing cash for years for their incentive. And, it was kind of becoming, boring. And so they reached out to us and said, hey, we want to add a little bit of a spark and excitement into this program. We want to throw some trips in front of them and see if it moves the needle. Well, did it ever? We just got the full report back. They absolutely blew their numbers out for the same contest they had last year, which was kind of, flat. Yeah. They blew the numbers out because they had the chance to win a trip this year. So that just goes to show you the power of travel. Cash might seem fun and you might think that's what they really want, but it has a very, very short lifespan in terms of, ROI. It'll pay the bills, you'll get that money, it'll pay the bills, and then it's forgotten about. When it comes to a trip, you've got the anticipation, you've got the excitement about earning that trip, taking that trip, and then the memories that come afterwards, and they have their company to thank for that.
Yeah, so and bragging about the trip.
Yes, that was what got them so excited. They were all talking about which trip they were going to pick, because that was a tiered program. They had different tiers that they could win. So it was like, if I win this one, I'm going to take this trip. But if I get that one, I'm going to take that trip. Absolutely, totally had the intended purpose for picking the trips and offering that as a reward versus the cash. So mission accomplished.
That's so fun. How fun to reward your employees that way too. That's great. Cool. Well, I mean, that was great, you guys. If anybody needs to find Pam and Lori, we're on LinkedIn, so you can find them on here or reach out to me and I'll put you guys in touch. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thanks, Natalie. Great seeing you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.